Every day as we wake up, go through the motions, and follow the same routines. We live in a comfort zone where things are familiar and safe. But life isn't always about staying comfortable. Sometimes it's about pushing yourself beyond what you think you're capable of, especially when the going gets tough. This is a story about what happens when you decide to push yourself, even when everything around you says to give up. Meet John. He's an ordinary guy with an extraordinary dream to climb one of the highest, most dangerous mountains in the world. It's a dream he's had since childhood, but life, as it often does, got in the way. Years passed, and the dream remained just that, a dream. But one day, something changed. John realized that if he didn't take the risk now, he might never get another chance.
So, he decided to push himself, to test his limits, and to see what he was truly capable of. At first, the climb was everything John had imagined, challenging, but manageable. But as he reached higher altitudes, the reality of the mountain set in. The weather turned, the path became steeper, and every step felt like a battle. His muscles ached, his breath came in ragged gasps, and doubt began to creep in. Was this too much for him? Had he overestimated his abilities? The thought of turning back crossed his mind more than once. But deep down, John knew that this was the moment that mattered most. This was where the real test began. As the hours passed, the climb became more than just a physical challenge. It was a mental and emotional battle. Every step forward felt like it was met with resistance, not just from the mountain, but from within.
John's mind raced with thoughts of failure, of disappointment, and of how easy it would be to quit. But in those moments of doubt, he remembered why he started this journey. He wasn't just climbing a mountain. He was proving something to himself, that he could overcome, that he could push through, that he could conquer his own fears and limitations. And then it happened, the turning point. John realized that the mountain wasn't his enemy, and neither was the pain or the fear. These were the things that were making him stronger. The struggle wasn't something to avoid. It was something to embrace. It was in the moments of greatest difficulty that he found his greatest strength. Pushing himself wasn't just about reaching the summit. It was about discovering what he was made of. It was about learning that he could endure more, achieve more, and be more than he ever thought possible.
After hours of relentless effort, John reached the summit. The view was more incredible than he ever imagined, but the real reward wasn't just the view. It was knowing that he had pushed himself to get there. It was the realization that he had faced his fears, overcome his doubts, and achieved something that once seemed impossible. Standing at the top of that mountain, John understood that the greatest victories in life don't come from staying comfortable. They come from pushing yourself, even when it's hard, even when it hurts, even when it feels like you can't go on. John's story is a reminder that in life, the greatest rewards come when we push ourselves beyond our limits. Whether it's a mountain, a personal goal, or a difficult situation, the key is to keep going, to keep pushing, to never give up. It's in those moments of struggle that you find out who you really are and what you're truly capable of.
So the next time you're faced with a challenge, remember John's climb. Remember that the only way to grow, to succeed, and to achieve your dreams is to push yourself, no matter how tough it gets, no matter how high the mountain. Keep climbing, and you'll reach your summit. If this story resonated with you, take a moment to reflect on the mountains you're facing in your own life. Leave a comment below about how you plan to push yourself, and don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring content. Remember, the journey isn't easy, but it's always worth it. Keep pushing, keep climbing, and keep believing in your ability to reach the top.